Hey everybody, welcome back to Cities Skylines. I am JPT, your city builder extraordinaire. Wow, think highly of myself. So, we're back here. I've played this game a lot off camera. I've got a city over 5,000 that I've been tinkering with, and really traffic has become quite an issue. And I've had a couple people say, why don't you connect both of these roads so that your people from over here can go to work? And I'm like, you know what? You're totally right. But I've seen kind of the stopgap come in through here. Like seems like more people want to come into your town than want to leave your town. And so one of the things that I've been thinking about, of course we don't have any other highway connections. In my other map I've got one here, and then I've got one like over here, like further down, like over in this direction. And I've actually managed to build a highway between the two, but traffic still just continues to be such a crazy thing. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this one that just goes straight out the way it is. We really just need to focus on getting people into town a little bit better, I guess. We've got this 4-lane road, which using it here doesn't make any sense, but maybe using it here, because like there's no reason for people to be coming. I guess there's reason for people to be coming this way so they could go that way. So that actually may not be a bad idea. Trying to wrap your head around how roads work is kind of crazy. See, I could use like a 6-lane road and just be like, we're just building a 6-lane road next to this other one. Wow, that is not at a good angle. Why is that? I don't know. Maybe it's because I hate how it funnels out. Like, I just made a motion with my hands. But I guess it is what it is. You can't get highways until you get 2,600 people, and I don't know if that's going to happen right away, because I do a lot of talking on these things. Supports medium traffic, but these things support high traffic, and, I mean, they're pretty beefy. It'd be kind of crazy to do it like this, I think. So I'm thinking, because you're just going to get a lot of people. It feels to me the more, I almost want to get rid of these roads, because people get stuck at these, eventually I think these just become stoplights. Especially if you put like a four-lane intersection here, just seems to kind of get crazy. So I'm almost to the point where I just want to get rid of, see, if I get rid of this road, it's going to only make it so that I can build 4 deep. So you got 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then these buildings won't be able to be back there. Although, if I do that, I might be able to put another 1-lane road back here to accommodate getting sort of double traffic. Let's think about that. I don't think we're going to get a refund on these, which sucks. So let me go ahead and delete this one and kind of see what it does. Yeah, see, it goes back down to 4. So we're going to lose this industry. But I've learned this lesson from my other game. I have learned this lesson. It's not fun. You know, can I do this? Yeah, I can do this, but it says space already occupied, which is totally fine. So we may just do this, because eventually this is going to be a problem. I'm just going to go ahead and do this early. We haven't accepted any loans yet, right? Oh, we did. Roll. So, we can't necessarily take another one. But I'm just going to do this, because I just feel, I feel comfortable with this. It's a bad decision, but we made it together. I'm not putting it on you. I'm not going to put it on you. This is all me. This is definitely all me. Okay, so it's already occupied if I do it that way. It's going to totally let me do it this way. Perfect. So now it's going to make this weird intersection here, where these little stop signs. By the way, notice how this isn't foggy anymore? It's a setting. If you go to graphics, tilt shift amount, if you turn this all the way up, you're going to notice, see how it gets kind of like this. You know how like people take pictures of realistic things and that makes it look like a miniature? I think that's what they're trying to go with, that effect. And I kind of don't like it. So we're going to resume the game. This allows me to make better screenshots and stuff. that you see on my thumbnails. So yeah. So by doing this, we don't necessarily lose all of the industry because we gain these two or three. Oh, that's awkward. That is real awkward. So it goes from... Oh, man. Well, we got to do it because of the power plant. So hopefully... hopefully we can get all this back somehow. Put enough industry in here. Ah, it's really awkward that it's not... Ah. Oh, well. You can't win them all. I guess we'll do some right there, too. Because why not? Yeah, some really awkward placement. So we may actually have to make some industry on this side as well. But this way I'm hoping traffic won't be as crazy. And eventually we'll make it so that traffic can go this way as well into the city. We may even put a roundabout. I don't know. You kind of always want to put your power like really close. Let me go ahead and hit play. Kind of see how this builds up. You always want to keep this power plant close so that people can come in and make deliveries. Like, I guess that's what this guy's doing, right? Yeah, this is an ore truck. So you'll see this go up from coal stored for 9 weeks up to whatever, I'm assuming. I guess maybe he's not making that delivery. I don't know. I love that you can follow things. By the way, in one of my, I think it's in my other world, I found somebody, and I renamed him, and I never saw him again. I don't know how to ever find people that are just walking around. I don't see anybody walking around in my town. It's kind of creepy. I'm sure you guys spot somebody, but I don't see anybody just... Oh, oh, oh. We got somebody here. Yeah, it's a lady. I thought it looked like a lady. Renaming things is fun. I'm hopeful one day that I'll be able to find my person. Sabrina Thompson. No relation. Just a town full of women? Max Wright. Alright, let's rename this guy. We'll just rename him JPT. He works at the general store. He's going home. So you can actually follow people, which I think is really cool. I actually did that with my buses, with my other one. I followed my bus during the whole route, and it was kind of interesting. Oh, so this is where we live. We live right here, so we could call this the... I'm a Thompson. No, we'll just call it JPT Residence. JPT's house. So I guess I could always go back to the house if I had figured out what house he lived in. But I didn't, because I'm an idiot. So, JPT's house. This is my house. Right in the middle. I like it. I like it. So, oh man. I'm almost tempted to do this. Connect this to this. But it just causes a logjam. I know it's going to. And a lot of you would say, well, how do you get on this side? Well, no, this side is only for people coming in. This side is only for people coming in. So we'll have a road that goes from here. See how, look how terrible that road is. I think this is straight on. I did a real bad thing with that other road. So I'm thinking about doing this, and that's a lot of money. So let's think about it. So we have people coming this way, and they want to go to work. They go this way. So this is in-town traffic, whereas this is incoming traffic that wants to go over here. I know people won't use it that way. They'll use both. But there's no way at this point for our people here to use that road. Does that make sense? Makes sense to me. In some weird backwards way for playing this. I've played this for about 7 hours. At least that's what Steam tells me. We're going to do this. We're going to see how this goes. And I know this probably... Yeah, that just cut off that power connection. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and make this connection. Like that. So we'll do that. This is basically our district. We can't do that yet. Districts are really cool. We just have to reach a population of 1,000. Do we have all of our houses? No, all of our houses are not done just yet. We've got all this. Industry is taken care of with the water, which is fantastic. These aren't getting power because there aren't buildings in yet. but hopefully that changes very, very soon based on the industry need. Let's take a look at our power. So we've got, we're consuming 12 and we have the ability to make 56. So we're making a certain amount of electricity over here. We're doing the 48 here, but then of course we've got our solar, which is actually doing 9, which is a pretty good rate. Pretty good rate from what I understand. Let's look at our commercial. We could do a lot of commercial through here, which is kind of what I'm thinking. I think I'm going to leave another space for trash up here in this corner. When we look at the world map, there really isn't, like, I wouldn't want to move over here. I wouldn't want to move over here. This is promising, and so is this. Although this wouldn't get this connection. So I'm almost thinking over here would be a little bit better. But, again, that's a ways off. Those pieces of land are actually really cheap. So yeah, traffic can go out this way, and then we can have people coming in this way. This is going to be a log jam pretty much immediately, which is why I'm hoping that if it gets backed up right here, people will just go this way. So we'll see what happens. That could easily be the worst mistake I've ever made, or it could be the saving grace for the town. Oh, I really want to fix this road. I wish you could relocate a road. You can relocate buildings by just clicking this. It does cost some money, especially if you move them really, really far away. Are we going to get any industry in here at all? Anybody? Anybody. We've got these unpowered buildings. Let me make sure. Yeah, we got industry in there, so I don't know. So hopefully, with the knowledge that I have in my other town, we'll be able to make this one even better. So we'll see what happens. Driftwood. No other names have come in. Trash guys are coming in here, coming through here. How many of those do you got? Okay, so 78% on the garbage. Good, 2% usage. Of course, we don't have an incinerator just yet. We're cranking out the hits. We're getting real close to 1,000. I don't quite remember what we get out of 1,000. I want to say districts unlocked, but I could be totally wrong about that. Tweets I pretty much just don't look at anymore. Yeah, because, oh, we don't have healthcare. Well, we would if we had money. And guess what? We don't have money. We don't have any money. Have I turned up taxes? Yes, I have. You know what? We're going up to 13% on the industry. Sorry. You pay your taxes. Okay, so things have moved in enough to where we're doing that. Yes, I know. Unlock services. I'm totally aware. I just looked at that game. I just looked at it. So eventually, when we build all through here, we'll be able to get rid of this. One really cool thing that I can't do it. There are paths with decoration with Parks and Rec, and I built like a catwalk. You know, a catwalk. So basically, we got like a walking path here, then it goes up, and then there's like a bridge across the busy road, and then it goes back down. I built one of those. It was really cool. You can do those with roads. I can essentially show you what that looks like. So like if you push page up, see, it basically looked like one of these things, which was really cool. But a walking path for people. Another thing I saw was a roundabout. This was one of the mods. It's a roundabout, but it has walking paths that go into the center of the roundabout to where, and I think it's a large roundabout, to where you could put a park in the middle. That was pretty cool. So some of the stuff that I have noticed that this game doesn't have. Okay, see how the traffic is moving? Better this direction. I like it already. Because this is still one lane, so people want to go this way. They don't have to go all the way over here. They can pretty much go over here as we expand our residential this way. Oh, look at that. We're on the cusp of 1,000. 999. There we go. Worthy Village. I like it. So we've got the fire department, police department, and unique buildings. Okay. Forestry specialization, agriculture specialization. We need to look at our map and see what kind of specializations we have. New policies, water usage, smoke detector, distribution. So yeah, we got policies. Cool, and we got districts. Let me show you that real quick. Police station and firehouse. Awesome. And when you upgrade, when you get to these things, they give you money. They give you money because I'm assuming they really want you to start using this stuff. Natural resources. So this is where the natural resources come in. So we have absolutely no fertile land for farming. Not even in the ones we want to expand to. But look at this. If we build up here, we get a little bit of oil. We could get some oil. Got a little fertile land right here. But we have this forest right here, and it's awesome. So we could easily build our industry over here and set this district to be a specialization. So like if we build a district, you can do all these different ones to where they're like generic industry, oil industry, ore industry, farming, which we probably won't end up doing, in forest. So basically slightly increased electricity consumption, slightly increased tax income, required natural resource, forest. But it's renewable. You can take advantage of the woodland, which is pretty cool. So I like that already. But what we're going to do is we're going to paint a district for here. So this is going to be our living district. This will be our commercial district, I think. And then this will be our industry district for now. And you can expand these as you go on. I wish this had a marquee tool, but it does not. So one of the things I like to do is I kind of like to snap it to, see how it kind of snaps to the roads. I kind of like painting like that. And it's not perfect, and it kind of drives me crazy. I'm not going to lie. I could spend a long time painting these districts. But, as I like to say, it is what it is. It is what it is. So we'll just paint this one up. I don't know if that's I think that's commercial, so we may actually undo that at the top. We'll come out all the way over here. Some people paint this sloppier than others. I'm like the Bob Ross of district painting. I'm really... Elk Hills, I like that. That sounds like a pretty cool place to live. This is the undo one. So you can kind of tighten her up a little bit if you want to, especially when they're buttoned up next to each other. It's kind of annoying. One thing I wish you could do is set your, like you could see this view when you're doing it. I would just make it so much easier to do it that way. But you can't, so you kind of have to switch back and forth, which drives me a little bit crazy. That's alright. I'll live. Don't worry about me. So I'm going to cut this off just a little bit. But you can set your city things in here. And so for this one, we don't have any policies set just yet, but I want to do smoke detector distribution. Because honestly, when you turn that on and you place a fire station at a really good junction, fingers crossed, you won't have as many fires. I've seen people not turn that on as soon as they can, and there are so many fires. And that's in every district, not just this one. Not just this one. So as we can see, we're going to kind of, we'll maybe cut it off. Yeah, we'll just cut it off here. That's what we'll do. So we'll cut off our district right here. So we're going to add to this, and we're just going to say, if you live on this part of town, so this business is kind of half and half, you'll be that. Then if we want to start another one, which we do, we'll do this. So you can have multiple districts. So we'll just go, and again, it's just making me crazy. The Dean District, interesting. Interesting. So we'll kind of add to this a little bit, kind of get these other things that are at the bottom. We'll just do one of these things. We'll probably end up cutting that one off and making that industry. So let me kind of yoink that one out of there. Yoink. So there's the Dean District, and then we've got our other hot district, the District Party. This seems probably very boring to some of you, but it's very important for the longevity of your town or your city. And you can rename your districts. You don't have to keep them what they are. So, for example, like I live in a town, and we've got some places that are called like Edgewood, or I don't know, like Oak Hills, or whatever. So that's just kind of what you're doing here. What is this one called? Hemlock Heights. That doesn't really sound it. I can't keep thinking of names for industry places. They don't easily come to mind. I like this line. Look at that. Oh, it's so pretty on this side. Oh man, we messed it up. We done messed it up. See what I mean? I get real crazy with that, but I'm not going to. So we've got these set. We'll go to the policies. We'll click this one. Smoke detector. Boom, smoke detector. It's going to cost you a little bit of money. It's 5 cents per building. But trust me, totally worth it. And I don't know if eventually they just round that up, like to the nearest dollar, or if it rounds down. It'd be awesome if it rounded down. Honestly, it'd be a lot less cheaper in the long run that way. So we got the Dean District up here, which will be our commercial district. And that's what people are begging for. That's what people are begging for. So you know what? We're going to give them some hot industry. So I think I'm going to do it all on this side. We're just going to, boom, commercial that. And that should crawl down quite a bit. So they're demanding industry a little bit, but you got plenty of room to grow, I'm hoping. Let's take a look at this. The city provides smoke detectors. You're welcome. You're welcome. I like to kind of keep this saved for like a bus depot, because I feel like that was a pretty good spot. So in this case, if we were to build buses, we would just go from like here all the way around. One of these things. It would pretty much cover a lot of people, which I like. I like. I'm almost tempted. When you build these roads, you kind of cut off this thing a little bit. So it's best to kind of keep that in mind when you're developing. What's our next one? 1600, and we get a high school, and we can do Parks and Rec, which that is like one of the coolest things. You can place trees individually, you get parks, you get all sorts of stuff. But right now, we've got our school, of course. Eligible is 207. Our capacity is 357. I've noticed that if you increase your budget in here, right here, see like we did here, you're able to kind of bump that number up a little bit. Eventually, though, you just may have to build another school, and that's just what it is. What it is. So it looks like someone moved in over here, right in front of our eyes. Of course, we got all this commercial stuff going in. As the commercial stuff goes in, it seems that pretty much affects your residential zones. So keep that in mind when you do that. So, yeah, districts. And you can kind of see them from a distance. We got Elk Hills over here, Dean District, and Hemlock Heights. You can actually click on them and look at them. One of the really cool things I like is you can kind of get an idea for your... so, like, we have 1043. Look, 1043. So if you have different districts, you can kind of see what percentage of the people are actually living here, which is pretty cool. So I usually, in my other world, all of my residential stuff is just in one big district. And then I've gotten to the point now where I've kind of gotten cornered. That's the thing. So like if I were to build like a residential thing in here, I've kind of used up all the space that I wanted to. It's the one that has the river that kind of splits it in half. So like you've got this entrance, I think it's up, no, it's like right here. And then it's got like a river that runs through it right here. And I actually haven't built anything over here except for my highway. So it is what it is. And I think I expanded this way on that one. Or maybe up here. I don't know. But I think this is going to work out for right now. Notice how I said for right now. So if you guys got any tips or tricks, I'm going to try not to record too many of these in advance. I'm just having to record this one in advance. Oh, sweet. This guy totally took the right road. Good job, man. And look what he's doing. Switching lanes like a boss. He's taking oil products to the box factory. Nice. Look at that. Going right in there, dropping them off, getting back on the road. He's importing oil products to the box factory. That's so cool. I love this game. I like these little things too. So don't think that you can't put these little one-dingers, I don't even know what that is. These little one-off things. I'm not sure why I did it here. Probably just not enough space. Because these roads aren't exactly square. You know, like, see how that's not... See how it gets closer to this way and it's not. But as it goes this way, you find a little bit more space. I don't know. It kind of drives me crazy with the symmetry and stuff. But I think that's going to do it. I know I've kind of been chatty Cathy talking about things that I do and do not like about this game. There's way more things to like about this game. If you're kind of on the edge... if you can get this game for less than $30 like I did, I was able to get it for 21, a pretty good deal. Totally pick it up. If you can only pay 30 for it, guess what? You're not going to regret it if you like sim building games. But if you hate it, I didn't tell you. You will not remember anything. There is not video evidence of me saying such things. But I think that's going to do it for now, guys. Appreciate you guys watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I certainly did. And until next time, this is JPT. Go play your games, and I'll be seeing ya.